Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy.
And I'm Lucas.
And welcome back to Patched, and today we're going to be reviewing the Razer Viper 8K. This mouse is going for 80 bucks and it's pretty much the same exact price as the original Razer Viper. And it's literally the same exact mouse as the Razer Viper, but they changed up the sensor where it goes up to 8,000 hertz.
They've also got their second gen optical switches for the mouse 1 and 2 in there. But those are the only changes that we were able to find across the internet. So,
yeah, exactly. So if you guys want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. And also, if you guys want to follow us on Twitch, here is our Twitch channel. But anyways, let's get started off with the shape. And yeah, it's the exact same shape as the Razer Viper Ultimate.
And it feels great.
Yeah.
It's a good shape. It's a good hardy shape. The clicks on here, I gotta give it to them. They feel nice.
Yeah.
They don't feel mushy anymore. Their second gen switches, whatever magic they did with those, it feels freaking good. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they made that change. I'm also glad it's the same price as the original Razer Viper because they didn't have to do that.
Exactly, right? So it's a low profile shape, you know, palm grip is not the most comfortable shape, but you can make it work. And then fingertip grip, it is a perfect mouse for fingertip grip. So shape is awesome, and the clicks, it sounds a little bit different as well as compared to like the original Razer Viper. It sounds a little bit more like meaty, you know what I'm saying? And it definitely feels a lot better, like Lucas said. And still wouldn't say it's my favorite, but they definitely improved upon it, so it doesn't feel mushy like most Razer mice do, you know what I'm saying? So that's a great change that they did there. As far as the side buttons go, the side button actually has a little bit of resistance to it. You know, it's a little bit harder to press than like other mice, but it's still okay, and it's still kind of like very shallow. It's recessed into the chassis a little too much in our opinion, so it's a little bit harder to press, but you get used to it. It's not a huge deal. And also another thing that I think Lucas really likes is that there's side buttons on both sides of the mouse.
Yep, even though you can only really press them on one. I mean, I can force myself to like press them on the other side with my ring finger like I usually do like on my original G Pro. But it's pretty hard. I really wish, since this is now like their 6th iteration of this mouse, that they would just push them out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't. But that's really my only qualm with this guy so far.
Yes, and then the scroll wheel, it feels nice, you know, very nice, well-defined steps, and super easy to press as well. As far as the cord goes, we have a paracord, you know, so it feels pretty much exactly the same as the original Razer Viper. Obviously, if they could make it wireless, which they already did, but I mean, if they could make this mouse wireless, that would be awesome. Like the Razer Viper Ultimate 8K, remember? That'd be really nice. But as far as the cord goes, it's a very nice cord. You're not gonna feel it while you're playing, as long as it doesn't snag on anything.
Yeah, exactly. As far as the sensor on there, they're using their Focus Plus sensor. Feels good, feels very responsive, no complaints there. We got the pure PTFE skates on there, of course with the rounded edges. Gives you a nice, good skate on there, very smooth. No issues there. As far as the build quality goes, still feels very good, very premium, feels very, I guess, modern day Razer, feels good. I do like the side grips on there, of course, still. And everything looks really slick, and I love how the logo hides itself again. So another little cool iteration on that guy. As for the weight of this guy, this one weighs in at 71 grams, of course, excluding the cable. So it's probably gonna be plus or minus a couple grams.
72 grams, they lied to us. It's a gram heavier. Disgusting. I want my money back. You know what I'm saying?
But weight, again, not really a huge issue. It still feels very great in the hand. I had no issues there. Those clicks on there are also rated for 70 million clicks, so that's a darn good amount. Again, I don't think I'd ever make it to even 20 million, but hey, you know, you can get past there. So let's get into sort of the meat of what we're gonna be talking about with this guy, and that is the 8,000 hertz polling rate. Now, did you feel a difference at all?
Nope, because I'm a noob, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a serious gamer. You know, I like the game, so I'm more of the casual guy. This guy is the more serious gamer. He's also way better than me at most games. So for me personally, I didn't really notice a huge difference. You know, I use my Viper Ultimate as a daily driver. I love that mouse, and I didn't really notice a huge difference between that and the Razer Viper 8K. That's just me.
So, well, while I do appreciate the ego stroke, of course, but I really didn't notice a difference even when I was able to use it as an 8K hertz mouse. It really didn't feel very different. The only difference I really felt was with the switches on there, just feeling a little bit better for the click. And as much as I'd like to say that I felt some, unique difference where, it flowed a little better or something like that.
You didn't hit more headshots?
I didn't, no. Still 100% headshot rate, as
oh,
always.
Shoot, okay.
Yeah.
It didn't go up to 101%, dude?
No.
Damn, okay.
But yeah, and then there's been a lot of issues with the 8000 hertz in a lot of games. So for me specifically, when I was playing Call of Duty Cold War, at 8000 hertz, it felt ridiculously slow, like about a fourth of the speed that my sensitivity should be, even sticking at 800 DPI. So I had to turn up the sensitivity in game, and then I tried turning it up on the mouse itself, but I didn't want to mess up my muscle memory because I was just kind of ballpark estimating my sensitivity on there. So I just kind of had to wing it. But then I later on found out that if I changed it to 1000 hertz, 2000, or 4000 hertz, which you can all do in Razer Synapse, I didn't have any issues, no hiccups, but I still didn't feel a difference in game. And then when I went into Chrome to use Zowie's little browser thing where you can show how many hertz you can get, it's only getting up to 2200 even at the 8000 setting, about no matter what I would set it to. So I don't know if that's a limitation of the website or of Google Chrome, but that's just something to note on there. Now, did you have any hiccups with any of the games you were playing?
Nope. I actually didn't experience any of that. So maybe it had something to do with our computers or something. But to be honest, I didn't really notice any difference between the 8K and like any other mice that I was using. So I guess wrapping things up, the Razer Viper 8K, I mean, it's a great mouse. You guys already know. And I feel like you should definitely get this mouse over like the original Razer Viper just because of the clicks. If you're looking to like upgrade your sensor or whatever, 8000 hertz, you're not really gonna feel a difference, I don't think. Maybe a slight difference if you really notice those kinds of things.
Not yet, maybe when they optimize it, maybe it'll be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But for now, there's really no difference, and it hasn't caused anything but really issues in some games.
Yeah.
And of course, I've done a lot of research on it as well to see if anyone else had the issue, some of the fixes people have found, and all of the fixes within the settings that I could find, nothing really changed for me. And I didn't really feel a difference at all. Outside of the clicks being a ton better, which is also a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that. For $80, it's definitely a worthy upgrade, I would say, from the regular Viper. It's definitely worth buying if you're looking into Vipers right now, and you're not willing to spend the extra money for the Viper Ultimate.
Exactly. So again, all in all, it's a great mouse and it is definitely an upgrade. So just don't expect too much of a difference between the 8000 hertz and the other mice that you've been using. But anyways, again, links are below if you guys want to cop. But that about concludes our review. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.